told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Gon' run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them ain't late.
That's how we're gonna open it.
You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul.
Ready? Oh. Sweet freedom. Honestly, this is like the first Celsius that I've had in like probably a week, 2. Yeah, probably, because I haven't wanted to drink it because I don't need it. But
Yeah.
you know,
I'm breathing heavy today.
you're having a hard time.
Guess so.
I'm fucking exhausted.
I know. I'm just like, we hosted another class yesterday, and it just feels like when you're like bringing all these people into your home, and I mean, it worked and it was perfect, but it's really stressful.
And it has nothing to do with like her.
No,
right?
it's just like bringing anybody new. This is our home, so our second home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we also look up to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I
Yeah.
need everything perfect.
And also, once we found out we were doing it, we were like, okay, everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, we did the wall, we moved the sign, we changed the lights, and we were like, oh, I hope Brandy likes these. But, yeah, so we hosted her, and then we hosted Tyler Extensions, which I think we're going to do, like, a little collab podcast thing with him. So that'll be fun. And then we're also going to do something with Hot Goss.
Yeah,
So,
we'll try to.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It gives opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
My leg fell asleep, like, really fast, so.
I think that means you're
Dehydrated?
or
Yeah.
no circulation.
I saw this TikTok of this girl that was like, oh, I have a headache. And then she, like, mouthed the words of what her husband was going to say. And it was, well, when was the last time you had water? And she mouthed it right at the right time that he said it. He was like, what the fuck? Yeah, because I know that's what you're going to say. But, yeah, so it's just a me and Alexi episode today.
Did you just almost say Alex?
No, it's a me and Lexi
Oh.
episode. Well, it kind of probably sounded weird.
It's me and Alexi.
Alexi! I actually know a girl that's named Alexi.
Whenever I give my name to, like, a coffee place, I'll go, Lexi, or something like that, and they're like, Lexi?
UHLEXI. So, anyway, this isn't kicked in yet. I'm out of Adderall. I hate this shortage, dude. I hate it so much. Because, like, you know, my doctor calls in a new prescription, right? And I take it every day. I love it. And
That's something you haven't forgotten to take, actually.
no, because it really helps me function.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like an addiction function. It's like
Mm-hmm.
my true potential function type thing.
I understand.
I feel like a junkie. But there's an Adderall shortage, like, literally everywhere. And
Because
so,
the junkies are taking them.
right. So I got a new prescription last Tuesday, and they haven't had it since then. And I'm hoping I can either find somewhere that has it today, or at least my normal pharmacy gets it in today, or I go get a paper prescription and just, like, literally take it into every place in the world and say, you got some Adderall? So,
I wonder if, you try P. Ridge?
I mean, maybe, but their demand for it's probably lower, so they're probably, like, they don't order as much.
Maybe.
But this Walgreens on 14th always has it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, he did say he was going to make me retest, though. He was like, I don't want you to be over-medicated, so we're going to make you retest. And I was like, I appreciate that.
What would make you over-medicated? Just staring at the
No,
the
he was
computer?
like, if you, like, get a perfect score on this test, like, perfect score as in, like, never looking away and, like,
focusing and
too much, like there's too much focus, he was like, then I would say we need to knock it back down. But like, yeah.
You don't want a perfect score?
No, because a perfect score means that you're too focused, and like that would probably hinder my personality. Like at that point, that's probably when I would start feeling like a robot. Which I'm so thankful that he's mindful of.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we don't really have like a topic for today. We were gonna do like assumptions about us, but I guess either people just don't understand the question that I'm asking, or they really just don't have assumptions about us because we don't really allow them to. We just like put it all on the table, which I guess is a good thing.
That is a good thing. I mean, so we met a lot of girls this past weekend, and the number one assumption about us is that we're sisters or we're twins.
Yeah.
We are sister-in-laws now, but we are not sisters and we are not blood related.
My mom was like, you guys were switched at birth. I was like, bitch, you birthed me. What? And I'm older than Lexi. Like, okay.
And where were you born? Not here.
I was not born here. I was born in Georgia.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, the one response we got was from Maria. And she said, you're dating.
That's gross.
I was like,
it is Arkansas.
no, it's Alabama.
Well, people don't even know what Arkansas is. I heard that somebody said that, like, they're from Arkansas, and, okay, backstory. I have a client, she's from California, and she moved to Arkansas, something like that. No. So she's from Arkansas, she moved to California, then she moved back. But when she was in California, they were like, where are you from? She's like, Arkansas. And they were like, what state is that in?
Okay, first of all, they're dumb as hell. Anyway, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, Arkansas is a state. Like, in middle school geography, don't you have to get up in front of your class and, like, recite all the states?
No, I didn't do
I had to do that with all the states, and I had to do that with all 75 counties of Arkansas.
I just learned a song that the lady looked up on YouTube. That, like, geography song about the states.
You're still learning geography.
Right, I know. I can still kind of sing it a little bit.
Let's be real. California has, like, not the right priorities. So, like, obviously they're probably not teaching geography in their class. I didn't say that.
California is the whole country. Practically.
Yeah, basically. With population.
Yeah.
But I hope you have so much fun there.
I'm excited.
I know.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited for you to go to, like, see that side of the country.
I've been there.
But
I've already seen it. I've been there.
Right, but, like, with Chase. I'm, like, excited to, you know.
I'm just going for the weather.
The
weather and other things.
Okay. So is that our cue of us saying something, like, controversial? We're like,
no. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So also, we were like, okay, well, if we only got one response from this poll.
Why are you calling us out?
What do you mean?
We're supposed to say that we got like 10 responses.
Hey, we've got 77 followers on our Instagram, okay? Those 77 followers probably clicked on our story and was like, what the hell is an assumption? Like, I know who Alex and Lexi is. I ain't got no assumptions. And then there's Maria. You're dating.
So, we're not dating, if anybody was wondering.
No.
We're not sisters. We're not dating.
Although, who was it that suggested the OnlyFans situation? Who was that? Was it Chase or Chance?
No.
Was it neither of them?
I think we were talking about it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they were like, oh yeah, like I'm sure some weirdo guy or someone has a obsession with people that look the same. And we don't even look that same, but we're like sisters, right? So like, I mean, I could definitely monetize that. if we, like, were like, oh, let's go to OnlyFans and, like, sell our socks.
I'll show my feet. That's about it.
Yeah. But that's also weird because, like, if it got any past that,
no,
absolutely not.
Question for anybody that's watching that doesn't know us in real life, if you are those people.
Love you already.
Do you think we look like sisters, twins, or just if we look alike?
I could see distant cousins, maybe. But also, you know, like, me and Chance look like brother and sister.
Not really.
When I'm not wearing makeup, I definitely look like his brother.
His brother?
Yeah. I look like a
Do you look
little
like
boy.
Chase?
No. No. I look like I could be their brother.
No.
But, so, we didn't get a lot of responses to that, so,
Yes, we did.
okay.
We got 70 responses. Thank you for all our followers to respond.
And the 7 that didn't. But, so we were kind of talking about, like, what we should do, and, like, with it just being an Us 2 episode, it's kind of refreshing that we don't have, like, a super lot of structure behind it. But I kind of wanted to talk about, like, what's trending on TikTok for each of us, like, what our TikTok page looks like.
Okay.
Because I was telling her this, and I was like, oh, yeah, like, this, and this, and she's like, what's that? And I said, well, I can't tell you until this morning, so.
I already told you one of my stories.
Okay, so you go first. What is your For You page right now?
So right now, I feel like, I don't know, summertime is just a bad time for people. But right now it's like a lot of death and shark attacks and the ocean. And definitely that poor boy that jumped off the boat.
Cameron Robbins?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think after, like, I clicked on those videos to, like, know more, I just got more, like, shark stuff, because if you don't know that story, this 18-year-old boy jumped off this, like, party pirate ship in the Bahamas, and they didn't find him. He got lost. And there's speculation that he got eaten by a shark, or there was a shark in the video. I don't feel like there's enough proof for, like, in the video that there was a shark. I definitely believe that because they couldn't find him, something might have got him after the fact. But I don't... It's so blurry, you can't tell.
Part of me is, like, the, you know, on Outer Banks, when they, like, they get in a shipwreck or whatever, and they both assume, or everybody assumes that they're dead.
Right.
Like, I wonder, like, part of me wonders if it's like that. You know, like, he's, like,
it
trying
is
to get
weird
away
that,
from
like,
something.
I don't know. I don't feel like they were far from the shore.
Because first of all, like, you said that poor boy, right? That poor boy. No, that poor family, because he's dumb.
Yes, but I've also seen a lot of things on my TikTok that people were responding to them. I mean, it's an 18-year-old boy. A lot of people do dumb crap, and they survive. But he made one decision, and yeah, it was
jumping
really
off a fucking cruise ship.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't.
Well, a smaller, you know, like,
it was very dumb, but, like,
in an unknown country. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I don't care how drunk I am.
We're also girls. Sorry, but
boys are dumb.
Boys are, and I'm gonna gender stereotype, because they're dumb.
Yeah.
And especially when you're freshly 18. But still, like, he still didn't deserve it. And that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Absolutely
that's what I'm
not.
getting at. That's what I'm saying. Poor boy, poor family, poor all the people that saw that. But, like...
And also the people that were daring him to jump.
I know.
I wonder how they're living with themselves right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a really unfortunate situation all around.
It really is. But that's how my For You page got with sharks. Well, I'm obsessed with sharks anyways. They're very interesting. But after, like, watching all those videos, then I got more. And then there was a shark attack in Egypt. I don't know if you heard about that.
Mm-mm.
So the video is on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He was eaten alive. Just gonna be blunt about it. Yep. So, saw that, too. Wasn't really, like, expecting that. It kind of just popped up, unfortunately, which is sucks about
awful.
TikTok. Like, I'm just scrolling, and then it's just there. Yeah, not good.
So you just have a lot of, like, ocean shit.
So, TikTok is giving me anxiety at the moment.
Yeah.
And making me not want to go in the ocean. Even though I love the ocean. And I want to still dive with sharks at some point. But I feel like you just have to be smart about it.
I feel like, I don't know why, but, like, mine probably was like that because, like, we booked a cruise for December, and Maria's going with us, and hopefully her boyfriend is going because Boston loves him so much. We're still trying to convince his parents. But because I booked this cruise, like, now, like, people jumping off of cruises, the Cameron Robbins thing, like, there's, all that stuff. And then this guy who fell off a cruise, he fell off, and he was not even reported missing until 12 hours later.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one.
And he survived.
I know, and he did an interview. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That
He's like,
was a
this is
straight
how
up
I
miracle.
know that God had something for my life. That was not the moment I was supposed to die.
That is crazy.
And they said the guy that picked him, like the Coast Guard guy that came out of the helicopter to come and get him, he said the first thing that he said to him was, I don't have any clothes on. And then he said that as soon as he picked him up, like, he was able to, like, hold on to this Coast Guard soldier guy. He just, like, completely went, like, limp. But I couldn't even imagine. Like, I was swimming yesterday, and I was just, like, treading water, trying to, like, let Boston jump in.
Are
and
you
I'm like,
imagining you're in the ocean and it's dark
No.
and you're nowhere to be
no, I'm not
found?
imagining that, but I'm sitting there thinking, like, how in the fuck did somebody do this for 12 fucking hours?
So, I mean, the ocean is salt water, too.
Mhm.
Salt does help you float a little better. So, I don't
True.
know. I mean, it's not the Dead Sea. But
Right. Well, okay, so then there was another person who had fallen off, and they fell off of a royal ship, but then Disney was the one that picked them up because they passed them and was like, Royal was like, deuces, bye.
Well, imagine a cruise ship trying to stop for a tiny person in the ocean. It's probably going to take a second for the cruise ship to stop.
Right. Yeah. Well, and so that's been since booking the cruise, that's been my new fear unlocked, is that, like, the spaces on the gates at cruise ships are, like, this big. And I'm like, if my kids wanted to crawl through that, they definitely could. And then I'm, like, sitting there thinking, like, going through the motions of, like, oh, my God, they fall off. Oh, my God, no, I can't think that. Like, it can't. But intrusive thoughts. Oh, my God.
And you're still going on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm still going. But you know what? I think they have a really good kids club. Yeah. And, Maria's going, and that's why I want Parker to go, because at least one of them can, like, just, like, be on one baby duty.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's been, hold please. So, the, like, Cameron Robbins thing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Robin. Do you know who that is?
Yes. Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, thank you. Alexi Treviso.
All right, I want to hear this story.
So, this 19-year-old girl who was still in high school, right? So, she's 19. I think she's a senior. I don't know. She goes to the hospital. Like, this is, like, how it's presenting to, like, the naked eye, right?
Okay.
She goes to the hospital for back pain. And then at 1:40 a.m., maybe it's 1:40, I don't know. It's around 1 a.m., she has to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, delivers a full-term baby in 20 minutes, doesn't even make a sound, none whatsoever. And all the, like, nurse personnel and everything, they're like, what's going on? Are you okay in there? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. She delivers this baby and wraps up the baby, puts it in the trash can, goes back to the room and acts like nothing happened. So then the janitor comes in and was like, holy fuck, there's a lot of blood here. And after, like, doing a deep dive, right, mom comes in, the mom of the girl, comes in and she's like, you were pregnant? You had sex without telling me? Like, that's what she's worried about in that moment, not the fact that she put a full-term baby in the trash can. So, come to find out, this girl more than likely definitely knew she was pregnant. There's, like, side-by-side pictures of, like, her cheering in uniform, lifting people and all the things, and she looks like she's pregnant. And there's no way that her mom didn't know that. There's no way, because, like, it's very obvious she has a belly. Like, this isn't, like, a phantom pregnancy type thing. Like, this is pregnancy.
So, I've heard of the story. I just haven't, like, clicked on the videos because I can't. I can't. So, I will see it on my For You page, and I'll just scroll. Because, like, I don't know. I can watch Shark Attacks for some reason, but I can't.
Yeah.
Go to this
honestly
story.
Like, I don't know why. I mean, it bothers me obviously, because I'm like, how demented are you? They said, one of the nurses said that there was blood splatter on the wall that looked like something had been ripped out. So whether or not that's the placenta ripping out of her or her ripping the umbilical cord off the baby, that is absolutely awful. And the baby, she was like, it wasn't breathing, that's why I did that, it wasn't breathing. And she, like, I think,
well, you were in a hospital.
Right. And also that hospital was known to be a safe haven for, like, babies. Like, you could go and, like, basically, like, turn over babies.
I did see that cheer video with her, and I could tell she was pregnant.
It's just awful. And then, like, you know, she's like, they're trying to say, like, oh, she needs to be in solitary confinement because they're worried about her safety if she goes to jail or whatever. And I'm like, you murdered a baby. Like,
Yours.
Yeah, yours. Like, how can, and then also for you to go and have, like, okay, first of all, having a medicated birth and having an unmedicated birth, like, I know both sides of it. There's no way I'd be able to go into a bathroom and have a baby in 20 minutes without making a peep.
How do you, I don't understand.
Even if I was, like, one of those that, like, internalized my pain and, like, didn't say anything, like, I know that there'd be a grunt or two.
I mean,
a full-term big baby, like, and then literally, like, if you see the videos of her walking, she literally walks like nothing happened. I'm like, you just got ripped apart from the inside. How are you walking like that?
I don't get it. I'm so confused.
It's like she just, like, turns it off.
Is there more to it? Like,
what do you mean?
Like her talking about it more? Like,
no, she's literally, I think she's psychotic. I think that she is a, like, what's the word for people who are, like, actually, like, a
psychopath?
Yeah, like, I mean, there's another word for it, but, like, I feel like she's an actual psychopath. There's no way.
What's the difference between a psychopath and a sociopath?
Sociopath, that's the word I was looking for. I don't know.
More?
I don't know. Maybe we need to do our research on that. But I just don't. I'm calling bullshit on the whole thing. I think she knew about it. I think the mom knew about it. Then the fucking pockets on the mom, man. She had the audacity to, while the police are interviewing her, to look over to the boyfriend and being like, yeah, that's the boyfriend. And, like, looks him up and down and, like, is basically, like, pissed that she's, like, do you not realize the, like, gravity of the situation here? Your daughter just put a baby in a trash can.
Yeah.
She seems crazy. Obviously, if she is, that apple didn't fall far.
That's what I was about to say.
So.
Yeah, that makes me sick.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So.
But I didn't know her name, so that is why I didn't understand.
And her mom was freaking out because she's like, I have to be in there with her. Honey, your daughter is 19. She is no longer a minor.
Yeah.
So.
She didn't want you at her birth.
True.
In the bathroom. So.
True.
I don't think she cares.
Ugh. Yeah. So that's, like, a lot of, like, true crime stuff is, like, what's on mine. And then cruise stuff. And then, you know, like, the typical, like, motivational, you know, and book talk. I get book recommendations all the time, even though I still haven't finished a book. The last book I finished was, like, cover to cover, was since junior high. I know this is so bad, but this is why I got on medication, because, like, I want to be able to focus to read, because I know it's a whole nother world. So since junior high, I have read Verity, November 9, Ugly Love, It Ends With Us, and The Perfect Marriage. So, and that's all been within 6 months. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But I started reading another book, and I've been trying to get all these different recommendations or whatever. I'm definitely a thriller junkie. Not one for Colleen Hoover, because she was definitely putting unrealistic expectations of how a relationship should be in my head. So I'm like, no.
I still like her stuff.
I mean, I like her, but I think that if she wrote more books like Verity, I would be all over it. Because honestly, even like the avid readers, they're like, nothing compares to Verity. Because I could put a soundtrack with that book in my head and then just literally have my stomach fall through my asshole when Verity's standing at the top of the stairs watching them have sex on the couch.
Speaking of scary stuff, Chase and I are watching, so the Conjuring universe, we're watching them in chronological order. So, started with The Nun, watched Annabelle's Creation last night, and then we'll watch Annabelle next.
You're, talking about psychopaths. I think that's you, honey. How do you like scary movies?
Hold on. Chase actually wanted to do this.
Really?
Well, he wanted to watch a scary movie. Like 2 nights ago, he was like, let's watch a scary movie. And I was like, what? Who are you? What?
Why?
I don't know. So I was like, you know what we should do? We should start that, like, the universe of The Conjurings. So, yeah, we started that. And I don't know. I feel like when I still lived at home, it was easier for me to just put on a scary movie. But, like, since Chase doesn't like them, I haven't watched them in a long time. Because I'm not alone.
True.
That sounds weird.
Well, we were watching this new Apple TV exclusive thing with, what's his name? Peter Parker on the new Spider-Man.
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland, yeah. We were watching this new movie. I don't remember. I think it's called The Crowded Room. And it has, why can't I remember anything today? Oh my gosh. Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, yeah.
In it, yeah. And it's kind of like, not necessarily a thriller, but it's just like suspenseful. And like, me and Chance both yesterday were just like, oh man, we're just so exhausted from the day. Like, the last thing we want to do is like go and have a TV show, like make our minds constantly wonder, and we just needed to shut down. So we were like, we're not watching this right now.
Is it like a psychological thriller?
I think it's meant to be, but we didn't even get through the first episode.
Oh.
Like, because it was just like, he was literally trying to steal his dad's wallet. And just the suspense of not trying to wake his dad was like crippling. So we were like, yeah.
That's when you put on like Schitt's Creek or something.
Well, I was like, let's watch Breaking Bad. And he's like, that's almost just as bad, because we're rewatching Breaking Bad. We literally watched it in high school.
So you don't remember it?
No, we remember it, but like, I also want to watch Better Call Saul and El Camino, and I don't know, I couldn't tell you enough about Breaking Bad now for me to be able to like consciously watch El Camino and Better Call Saul.
I think we've watched Breaking Bad like 3-4 times.
Really?
But we tried to watch Better Call Saul and we couldn't.
My mom said that too. I laugh harder now because, like, especially with marriage, it makes me laugh, just the way that they like go back and forth. And he was like, I'm gonna need you to crawl out of my ass. And I was just like, oh my god, that is so funny.
The character development from what's his name? What is
Walter
his name?
White.
Walter, from the beginning to the end of this.
He's like, Skylar, honey, I'm gonna need you to crawl out of my ass. It's just like, me and Chance both laughed so hard because it's like, honestly, there's times Chance probably could say that to me and be like, Alex, honey, can you just like crawl out of my ass? I'm like, yeah, I feel ya. So.
Oh my god.
But, oh my gosh. Okay, so you remember when we were at the concert at the casino?
Which one?
Jordan Davis.
Okay, newest one.
Yeah, and I had like went to go give Chance a hug, and he was like, no.
That's when he goes, Can you, like, crawl out of my ass?
Yes, okay.
He didn't say that, but he probably
That's-
was thinking that.
Yes. And that sounds insensitive. Chance is not a PDA guy. So,
Right.
yes, let's
I
preface
feel
that.
like the boys in general are just not PDA.
And I was like, I think I had already had a drink, so I was like already feeling it. I was like, just like a little,
But
whatever.
you are PDA.
I am PDA, yeah.
So there you go.
So, and sometimes even being with him for so long, I still don't understand it. I still don't understand why I go and try and then get butthurt. So, but what I was going to say was we were in Target 2 or 3 days ago, and these meth heads were all over each other in Target. He was like grabbing her ass and like just hugging her, and I looked at Chance, I said, I understand. I understand now, and I'm sorry. I won't do that again. Because the way that looks, gross.
What did he say?
He was like, yeah.
And that is why.
Yeah. He's like, yep, I'm glad you get it now. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to look like that.
There's a difference, though.
Yeah.
Like, just coming up and kind of giving them a little hug and then, like, being done.
Yeah.
And then there's a difference between them where they probably were, like, groping each other.
I mean, my bigger question is, why were they in Target? Literally, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I can spot a meth head from a mile away. Full on to... Then, okay, so the mom and dad, they're, like, going at it, right? The kid comes up behind the mom, slaps her on the ass. I was like, what in the Alabama is going on here?
See?
I know.
Arkansas.
It's Alabama, I'm telling you.
We're not in Alabama.
I know we're not, but that's the stereotype. But,
That's fun.
yeah. I can't remember jack shit anymore. If you had a, like, unspoken talent, what would it be?
I feel like I don't take this literally. I can definitely read minds. Not literally, but, like, the way I can feel everybody's emotion. I know exactly what they're thinking. Even if they say they're not mad, they are definitely mad.
And that's on that's not trauma.
But, yes.
Not trauma like bad trauma. That's just the way that you
Yeah.
dealt with life,
Yeah.
let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I can definitely just that's
Yeah.
my superpower.
I
But
feel like I
then
can
it
do that with
sucks.
you. And I can do that with people I'm close to. But if there's people, I assume I can with other people, but I don't know that person enough to know how they respond to things, I would say that mine is voice acting.
Yeah, so it is.
My mom told me a long time ago, she was like, Alex, you should be a voice actor. And I'm like, am I Robin Williams? Yes. I'm not going to do anything, obviously.
I agree with that.
But I feel like I don't give myself enough credit for that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, shit, I sound just like that. Cool.
I know. I don't know how you do it.
But I think we're about to have some visitors in here. So probably going to have to cut this one short today.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, please.
I looked up some questions.
Oh,
Some best friend questions.
best friends.
So, I'll just read some out and we can answer each other.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay. What am I most afraid of?
Like, literally or metaphorically?
If you know both, shoot it.
Literally, spiders.
And?
Metaphorically,
There's three.
there's 3. Okay. Spiders? I don't know.
Snakes?
Okay. And I don't know.
I say them all the time. Heights.
Oh, yeah. See, I guess I'm just
Well,
so
we're not
worried-
just standing on a cliff all the time.
Right, that's true.
Heights.
But metaphorically,
Mhm.
not being enough. And I think your version of hell would be like having to say yes to like literally everybody because you would feel obligated to say yes to literally everybody.
Yeah.
Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Okay, me.
Okay. Do you have like
I would say, yeah.
physical fear? What is it? Like physical fears? And
Like
then
metaphorically and then literally.
Yeah.
So like literally am afraid of.
Okay. Mice or like rats?
No, stop.
Bed bugs.
Stop.
Wow, you're
We need
afraid.
to talk about that one day.
We do. Is there any more?
Oh, I would say that there's one above those both.
Above?
Mm-hmm. 2.
Oh, open water
Mm-hmm.
and drowning.
Mm-hmm.
But those are they same? No, they're not.
Snakes.
Snakes.
Snakes and like water, deep water, like pool. Don't. But like
Open water, as in like. the
honestly,
ocean.
sometimes even the pool. Like we went swimming yesterday, and like the little vent at the bottom. I'm
Sharky!
like, it's gonna suck me in.
Okay.
But metaphorically.
Okay, definitely not being enough. That's, I feel like, biggest.
Mm-hmm.
How do I, like, people talking about you? Talking shit about you? Like you're definitely worried about what people think a lot. So
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah. Like other people's perception of me.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
could see, but I would say that like that's, as I've had kids, I've definitely started to give less of a fuck.
That's good.
But I would say that the not being worthy is probably like,
Highest.
yeah. Or not feeling worthy enough.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what's the next one?
Let's see. Where can you always find me?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta think about
I
it.
could always find you on your couch with your Barefoot Dreams blanket, watching a TV show and scrolling through Instagram,
TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah, scrolling
Scrolling.
in general.
Just on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Am I alone?
You don't mind being alone. You
Alone though?
No. You definitely want, like, you're okay with, as long as you're at home.
With my dogs always. That's the answer.
With your dogs always?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where can I find you? Not at home.
True. Not at home. Yeah.
Not at home. Yeah, I think the answer is not at home. Anywhere but home.
Just in
With
general.
kids sometimes.
With
On the
kids.
weekends.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
Cool.
no. On the weekends, evenings, because you got work to do, because you like to work. You're very driven.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, we have the day starting at the salon, so we're gonna skirt.
Alrighty. Have a good day.
Be kind. Have a good weekend day. Actually, I think it's weekend.